Hello and welcome to the Abundology podcast. My name is Renee Spears and I'm a spirit guide channeler and spiritual life and business mentor. And I help people be happy and attract more money, love, time, and joy in their lives. I'm coming to you from beautiful Bozeman, Montana, and this is the weekly energy update for the weeks of August 21st and 28th, 2022. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And it's a big day in Bozeman. It's the Cruisin' on Main, so Main Street is closed and all the classic cars are out. I'm going to go down and check them out a little later today. It's also my last day of work before a 2-week vacation. I'm headed down to Mexico City to watch my son Tice run the Mexico City Marathon. He is not a runner, or I should say he wasn't a runner. He told me he was going to run the marathon about 6 months ago. And honestly, I doubted it a little that he was because he just hadn't been running. So my dad was a runner and I grew up at races and I spent many hours at the track with him. He used to run with the actor Bruce Dern back in the day, and I would play in the sand pit of the long jump and with Laura Dern when I was little. So I know how many miles you need to run in order to prepare for a marathon. But here we are 6 months later, and I'm so proud of him for setting his mind to it and doing it. And because I'll be on vacation, there won't be a podcast next week. But the good news is that I'm going to talk about the energy for the next 2 weeks today. And you can always listen to this podcast again next Sunday if you want your weekly energy boost. Okay, so you've probably already felt the energy shift as Mars moved into Gemini yesterday on Saturday. And then tomorrow, Monday, August 22nd, the energy shifts even more as Virgo season begins. So Virgo season brings major going back to school vibes. We're getting organized and we're tying up loose ends before fall officially begins. And then 2 days later on Wednesday the 24th, Uranus, the planet of rebellion and shock, goes retrograde. But no need to panic. This isn't as chaotic as Mercury retrograde. Instead, this is a time to reflect on where you've experienced change over the last year and where you feel stuck in a rut. So all of this shifting energy is very supportive, and it helps us get unstuck and move forward, but at our own pace. So the big sun energy of Leo season and summer are fading, and Virgo season is taking its place for the next month. This is fresh start energy, and it's new, and it's exciting, and it's productive. Virgo season is all about leaning into practical routines, healthy habits, getting organized and taking action to move into our new lives and the realizations that we had during the Lionsgate portal. Virgo, which is the Latin word for virgin, and like a virgin, thank you, Madonna, is the archetype for purity and perfection. The mission of this powerful and practical Virgo is all about the meticulous, detail-oriented organization and planning that we need right now. And just as if we're going back to school, we're getting prepared. We're getting organized. We're getting our school clothes together. We're getting a plan to when to catch the school bus. So planning and organization is the name of the game right now. This is the time to clean out your closets, update your fall wardrobe, to clean out your inbox and organize your computer. Virgo is also the ruler of the 6th house, which is all about health and daily routines. So Virgo season is the perfect time to shake off all those indulgences of summer and go back to our healthy habits. We're getting back to healthy eating. We're getting back to our exercise routines and our spiritual routines. This is an excellent time to start managing your energy for fall. How do you want to be this school year? If you want to be peaceful and calm and present and live in the flow of universal energy, this is the time to start. And I know you've heard me say this before, but there are 2 times of the day that set your energy. First thing in the morning, which sets it for the day, and then right before you go to bed, which sets it for the 8 hours you're sleeping. You're like marinating in that energy all night. So get your spiritual practices and routines organized now. Make a commitment not to look at your phone for the first 15 minutes you're awake. Start and end your day with calm, balanced energy. Go slow. Journal. Breathe. Do some yoga. Watch the sunrise or the sunset. Meditate. Pull cards. Just think calm, balanced, peaceful. And if you find yourself saying that you don't have enough time to do this, then you really need to do it. The quality of your energy directly relates to the quality of your day and then ultimately your life. Is there anything more important? I think not. And why this is such a good time to start new routines is because in Virgo seasons, we have the energy to do it. It's just easier now. We enthusiastically want to get organized. Virgo season helps us reimagine our regular hustle in a way that helps us feel more centered. We're getting centered. We're checking things off the to-do list, but in a relaxing way. And after that busy Leo season, in one of the most dramatic astrological times this year, we can all use some time to regroup. And Virgo season encourages us to be selfish, but in the best way possible. Not only is it a much calmer time than most, it is also the time for us to take time for ourselves. This is one of the most relaxing zodiac seasons of the year. Virgo season will ask us not only to take care of ourselves, but to examine our routines and make adjustments where need be. It's all about peace and growth this go-round. And though it may feel like we're enjoying the same slow-mo Cancer season vibes, we're still getting shit done. The things we do every day are the things that define us and dictate what kind of a life we have. So small steps pay big dividends right now. Whatever the small things are in your daily routines that you've been putting off, embrace them. And we're getting extra help with this. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we? On Saturday, August 27th, with a new moon in Virgo. So this is the final lunar cycle of the summer, and we want to squeeze every ounce of joy out of summer right now. We know that new moons are a time of new beginnings, and I suggest that you use this day as your starting point. This new moon is the perfect time to start the new exercise routine, the new diet, and spiritual practice, and get your day-to-day life organized and get to work. There's no doubt that something new has come up for you in the past month, and it's time to move forward. It's time to do the thing. Whatever the thing is, there's no more procrastinating. And we're going to feel motivated to do it right now. So we might as well just take advantage of this energy. A couple things to mention. This new moon is square Mars and Gemini, and this brings a particular type of stress, and it shows up as judgment, both of self and others. So please, just let it go. We're all doing the fucking best we can right now, including you. So if you don't get your closet organized or start a diet, it's okay. Virgo season is a time to feel grateful for simple pleasures, from watching the sunset to grilling with the family on Labor Day. Let's put being grateful and enjoying the last part of summer on the top of the to-do list. And if that's all you do during Virgo season, that is enough. You are enough. The other thing to mention is that next month in September, we have a Mercury retrograde happening. It's coming, so pay attention to anything that comes up for you in the next 2 weeks, because that's what you're going to be working on during the Mercury retrograde. And that's it. That's it for the next 2 weeks. Back to school vibes, getting organized, getting back to our exercise diets and spiritual practices, and squeezing every ounce of joy out of the last weeks of summer. It's just a magical, wonderful time. And as we prepare for back to school, remember that I'm starting the Abundology Academy in September too. These are classes for your spiritual evolution, starting with how to attract money on September 7th. So even if you are an excellent money manifester, this is a good way to get back into the flow of abundance. So you can register for all 4 of the fall classes for only $99 right now, or just the classes you're interested in for $35. So I am overwhelmed with gratitude at how many of you have already signed up. I'm just so excited about it. And I'll put a link to more info on the Academy in the show notes, and you can always find more on my website, Abundology.com. So as always, thank you for listening and passing the podcast on to a friend you think may find value in it. I will be back with a brand new podcast on September 4th. So have a fabulous couple of weeks and enjoy these last couple weeks of summer.